They said they finally have a letter of intent to purchase. They executed it, and they're saying that they're going through a lot of inspections because the jet got a lot of inspections. But essentially they're selling the jet. That's more money to be liquidated. They sold. They're trying to sell the property in L.A. They paid off the property in Miami. He's clearly liquidating. How much you think in the money wise he's probably
Well,
just out
this
of
is
legal
what's
fees?
Foxy. This was Foxy. He can't sell whatever he sells. It's a dude in prison who just hit him for $100 million. They gotta pay him.
Yeah, but that's a default judgment. They're gonna get that shit overturned, right?
No, I mean, we don't. That ain't necessarily true because they did go see that dude in prison. They can't claim they didn't know about it because once they got the letter, they went and visited that dude in prison on the books and offered him a deal for like 2.3 million. He didn't take it. So if you never got served and you didn't know nothing about it, why did you go visit this dude after the date that they say you served you, bro? That's gonna be an uphill battle, my guy.
Yeah.
And they're gonna tie up those properties and everything. They're gonna lean on everything. It's leaned on.
Hey,
You can't just ignore that.
Hey, by the way, so in the indictment, when you go down, once it's getting to the bottom of the indictment, probably on like the 12th page or so, they start talking about forfeiture. And according to what the prosecutors are saying, they're saying where all this criminal activity is happening in, they want to exercise a Title 18 forfeiture law that would give them, have Diddy forfeit these places because he was doing criminal acts in them. We see that in drug cases a lot. Like, what I mean, if you was using your grandma's house as a trap house
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
he didn't purchase those with criminal money. That's usually when you did. If you're selling drugs out of a home, they could come take it, right? But he wasn't. These parties wasn't. These parties cost him money. He wasn't fucking, having orgy parties and charging people to come in and do these things, right? Nothing done in the homes was used to generate income. He spent money on these parties. This for his own personal pleasure, for his own fun, entertaining his people. If he wasn't dipping into the Ciroc budget or whatever else he was doing. But usually if somebody's selling drugs out of a home that's tied to a family member, yeah, they can come take it all day long.
Yeah, but according to even, remember the little Rod dude was trying to paint a RICO racketeering conspiracy? They were saying, well, these parties may have not gained them money, but it added to the mystique and the brand, which gained them money. So it made him a bigger star.
Made who a bigger star?
Diddy, like, because he was having this reputation of doing these crazy parties, it made him more known.
Come on, bro. Let's not ignore the Ciroc boys. That was a nationwide thing with all the DJs and shit like that. Let's not ignore the DUI commercials. You know what I mean? How to drive home safe. Let's not. This was a movement. Let's not ignore all these clubs, right? That was promoting the shit out of his French Montana with the French vanilla. With the French vanilla Ciroc. It's a lot of things that went into that. You can't say Diddy's personal parties, right, is what made Ciroc big. Come on. That's a reach.
Well, I'm just going off what they're saying.
Remember the Ciroc boys? It was literally DJs in every city and state who had a card that wherever they went, they had to order Ciroc.
Yeah.
K-Slay had one. They was on the radio, Ciroc boys in the building, pumping Ciroc. So, I think that, it's an attempt. I don't think it'll work. Do I think they're going to let him out? No. I think they're going to try to break him. We've seen this with a little different case. They didn't let Thug out. He's on the state level. Do I think he's a flight risk? No. He's too noticeable. Do I think they'll give him a
by the way, they found
tracking device?
Guns.
Yes.
They found
no,
those
that's
guns.
That's feds.
They found guns with shaved off serial numbers.
That's feds.
And well, no, with Diddy, they found the two ARs.
That's feds.
Yeah, so they're looking at it and they're saying that Diddy might be using these guns because apparently he was threatening violence, and they're saying if we find illegal guns, because they're illegal ones, the serial numbers defaced. They're saying
that's the serial numbers being gone is a problem. Now where's the problem? Where's the charges at?
There's no charges for that, but they're
That's what
presenting
I'm
it.
saying.
They're presenting it that the prosecutor is going to present it that a judge could consider. I mean, the judge might be like, well, file charges on it, but it looked like they're trying to just put it in the air that the judge says no bond.
No, yeah, that's a problem. Those guns with the shaved off serial numbers is a problem. That's a problem. That's a brand new problem. If nobody in that house doesn't claim those guns, that's a problem.
How much money you think he running through in lawyers? I heard a
Oh
number.
shit!
I heard 2 million a
I
month.
think he's gonna be in the ballpark of these lawyers because he's probably gonna hire at least 2 teams and PIs and all this shit. He gonna be with that $50 to $150 million if it strings out 3 years.
Damn.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he gonna probably have 2 different teams, right? Because the last law firm he was with dropped him because of
Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. So now once another law firm sees that, okay, it's more value in this because they dropped him, it's a problem with where he can go and who wants to take on the case. That just boosts his shit up 20-30%
Damn.
alone.
Do you think that, well, so this whole thing about him being a billionaire, apparently they're saying his net worth and liquid, especially after they lost the Diageo deal with De Leon and Ciroc. They're saying it's a
That was
couple.
$50 million a year alone.
Yeah, all right, they're saying it's a couple 100 million that he supposedly got. Do you think that this case, like, pause, dries him out? Like he goes broke off of this?
I think that
how is he making money? Like we gotta imagine it's only off catalog. Like right, he owns
catalog and whatever. You never know when investment. Diddy could be invested in hotels overseas.
Oh, by the way, Diddy's a part owner of Twitter. That's what they found out in a filing. Diddy is one of the investors in Twitter. When Elon Musk went private with it, he got a few people. One of Diddy's holding companies, sent a few million in. So Diddy's
that's what I'm saying. You never know where the money spread out at. I mean, he definitely need to downsize. Need to be down to one house. Understand the security of the house needs to be in the right spot, gated community, whatever. He's not there. The kids are there. All the cars and jets and all that shit. Maybe downsize to a couple SUVs and whatever your little get around joint is. All that definitely needs to happen. The shopping sprees and all that crazy shit, all that shit got to come to a halt. He needs to take care of his legal. He don't want to be like Suge Knight. You don't remember? Suge Knight legal would start walking out the courtroom. He wasn't paying him.
Really?
Hell yeah. This is why when I came on board, that was the number one thing was to get him legal. And I got Alex Kessel to go down there to see him to take on the case.
Wait, Suge Knight's lawyer walked out the courtroom.
He had a lawyer go to jail, and the rest of them was leaving because they wasn't getting paid. He didn't have the means to pay him. He was broke, bro.
How much?
He was dry.
How much was the legal fees for?
Well, for when Kessel went and took the meeting, it was going to take us, I believe, the bottom number was like 150,000 was the bottom, and I think because I had a relationship with him, we had a top of 250 no matter what it was. And I was even with the appeal, so he was showing me some love. I've been paying Mr. Kessel for many years, spent a lot of money with him. But all this was tied up into the $30 million deal I had for the life rights to do the series. And once the hedge fund came back and said, yo, he did deals with 5 or 6 other people, that's when it fell apart. And that's when he went in there and took his deal. He had no legal when he took that deal for 28 years, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I was the last one. Yeah.
But obviously Suge Knight has never been close to being up like Diddy though. Diddy got that real shit.
No, Diddy had another 24-4, another 28-year run on top of Suge shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. Suge was up at one time. The niggas was doing $100 million a year.
Really?
You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely go pull it up, bro. Go put it up.
Hey,
He was up at one time, but he did close to 10 years, 8 to 10 years, bro. The bills and putting the bills and trying to put out acts and financing acts and lawsuits. It has a wear on you.
wow. Hey, by the way, all right. All right. So that's the Suge situation. Could you compare this to the R. Kelly situation? You know, a lot of people have argued. Well, if R. Kelly had that Diddy money, maybe R. Kelly's free. What similarities you seen? By the way, I'm gonna look at the prosecutors. I don't know if you've seen the press conference. 6 white women who will be working this case. One's pregnant. It just looked like Diddy's cooked. 6 white women who's gonna be working from the AUSA's office to get you convicted, and you accused of sex trafficking. Oh my God.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I hate to say it. I hate to say this. If they came at Diddy with 5 to 10, he should take it.
Anything is possible.
Against music.
He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it because even on the 10, that means he gonna do 7, 8, and that puts him at damn near 61, 62. That sounds like a life sentence to him. The 5, the reason why the 5 sounds
really
right.
Take that? You think
I'm gonna tell you why the 5. No, I don't think he would. I'm gonna tell you why the 5 years sounds good, right? Is because whether you take it or not, you gonna fight this case at least 2, 3 years, which you'll be ready to come home. You gotta get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You fight the case and say, okay, what they gonna do with me versus the time it's gonna take me to fight the case, I could be paroling.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Nah,
this is how you got to look at it. It's kind of like, remember we had our discussion when it comes down, okay, she's suing me for 80,000. My attorney says it's going to cost me 150,000 to fight it. What do? We pay the 80.
Yeah.
Right? So Diddy, okay, listen, 5 years, right, in the feds, or you could fight it for the next 3.5 years. 3.5 years you fight it, we might could give you 20 years, 15 years, right? Or you take the 5 today and be home in 3.5, 4. Halfway house, you knock a year off doing some other shit or whatever in there, some milestones. Which one do you do? He's not gonna hear pay the 80,000 and keep him paying the 150. He's just gonna hear, oh, I know my hope is gone. No, your hope is you got a date, a closer date. You get what I'm saying? That's your hope.
Okay, is it a possibility Diddy ends up like R. Kelly? What's the differences?
Strong possibility. R. Kelly's in there for one female, correct?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about.
I think it's the one that got him. The one that told him she was 19, but she was really 17. The one who the mother and father was texting R. Kelly as if she was as if he was talking to her, but really was talking to the parents. The guy that worked at the concert hall who did all the lighting. I think that's the one that they let hear hear all the phone calls and messages he was sending other women and shit, and she kind of went across the street and testified against him. I believe that's the one that got him. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's maybe 1, maybe 2. Diddy, his criminal shit, we don't even know how many of them it is, bro. Because remember, a lot of the other shit is civil. The shit with the producer, that's a civil thing. Did he go criminal? Well, that's civil, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the only criminal thing is this indictment. There is no other criminal charges. This indictment. We don't know who's the victims. It appears Cassie's one of them, but we don't know if Lil Rod.
I don't know. Can Cassie do? I thought she signed some.
Hey, by the way,
did she sign something?
Yeah, but that don't matter in a criminal case, right? Because she signed an NDA, but every NDA is gonna say the only way you could speak about this is if you were legally required by a subpoena to talk about what happened.
Now, speaking about it and being charged for is 2 different things, Zach. Is she coming in as a character witness? I don't know if when she accepted that money, it was something in there that said could nothing come or whatever that was.
Well, you gotta remember that's civil. This criminal thing, she's definitely a victim. Like she's I think she's even.
Yeah, but bro, majority time when people do this kind of shit, after know that type of footage has come out, it's stipulations in that paperwork to be paid out that they agreeing to.
Yeah, no. She probably definitely broke the NDA, right? But Diddy's gonna look crazy trying to sue her. But
No, I think she can come as a character witness against him, but I don't think they won't bring any of those charges are related to her. I don't think none of the criminal.
You don't think none of the criminal charges on Diddy's related to Cassie? She's
No.
numero uno as the victim. She's the only one whose story seems the most true. You think about that producer you told my Lil Rod. Yo,
we got statute of limitations on the hotel, right?
Well, for assault. Just for assault.
Yeah, we got statute of limitations on that.
Hold on. Right? And also, here's the thing with a RICO case, right? Because, that's what Bradford Cohen was saying.
I don't think, is this a RICO?
Yes, it's a RICO. They said, put it like this. If they have you on tape selling drugs in, say the 80s, you were selling drugs in the 80s. The statute of limitations is past that. But if you kept selling drugs from the 80s up till 5 years ago, the statute of limitations usually is around like 5 years or so, right? If it was continued, so in a RICO, they usually prove is continued. So it started before the statute of limitations and continued up onto the point where statute of limitations exists. So yeah, that assault from 2016 would not be able to count. But if say that they could prove that it was a pattern of consistent abuse, physical abuse, they could use that. And by the way, they referenced that thing in the indictment. They referenced the videotape in the indictment, even though that's outside of statute of limitations.
Yeah, but But what I'm saying, though, it could be used for character, and it's gonna eat him up. That don't mean they're charging him for those acts. We got to see that. You got to go through it. Because I think when she signed off, whatever she signed off on, I'm pretty sure Diddy put everything in there for whatever money he paid her. Okay, I could be wrong.
Wait. Okay, all right. So let me tell you. So it's 3 counts, right? Count one is. Give me a second. I'm scrolling down. I have the whole indictment on the screen. Count one is the racketeering, right? And then under racketeering, these are the offenses they have, right? They have kidnapping, arson, bribery. They have witness tampering. They have forced labor, sex trafficking. They have a transportation for purposes of prostitution, and they have possession with intent to distribute narcotics. And then we get to count 2. Count 2 is just sex traffic. It's not sex traffic underneath RICO. It's sex traffic by force, fraud, or coercion. And this is where they list what they call victim 1. They say victim 1. Now, the reason why that is people think that's Cassie, it says from at least, because no act in this whole indictment is before 2008. So there was a 17-year-old supposedly in the 90s that got flown from Detroit, Michigan to a studio in New York. That's not listed at all in the indictment, right? But what is listed, it says from at least 2009 up until 2018. That matches with the time that Cassie was with him in the Southern District of New York. Diddy basically recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, provided, obtained, advertised, maintained, patronized, solicited by any means. I'm skipping some words here. A person to cause the person to engage in a commercial sex act, aided and abetted, willfully caused the same to wit, and blah 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 blah. A person named Victim 1 and attempted to aid and abet, willfully cause Victim 1 to engage in commercial sex acts in reckless disregard of the fact that Victim 1 was engaging in the sex act as a result of force, fraud, and coercion. So that's the second. So the second count is all about Victim 1.
Saying. This is what I'm telling you. The things that people think they're doing just to have their own personal fun, a lot of this shit be in violation of the law. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think it's cool, but it ain't cool, because if the other people involved choose to go this route, your ass is in trouble. He can't get up there. Let me tell you what's going to fuck him up. They're going to say under oath, did you provide or did you ever provide drugs at any of these parties? He can't say no. Ain't no telling how many videos they got of this shit. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
You can't say no. The minute you say yeah, everything after that, bro, it's I was under the influence. He gave us drugs. Even though you voluntarily took them, if I didn't take them, he was gonna put me out. He coerced me. I felt threatened, all this shit. And then I woke up in the morning and this, and then I never knew it was a tape. And when he asked me to do something, I said no. He threatened me with this tape that he says he has. And now the feds and raided and actually got the tape. It's bad, bro. This ain't a thing about what's cool for you to do or what some bitch ass nigga shit if somebody do to you. This is about if the things that you did is in violation of the law. If the person you did it with is saying they were violated. And on those terms, I think he in trouble. Now, personally, do I think people was willingly in there tooting and popping pills and taking their drinks? Fuck yeah.
Do you think that Cassie was at a point into this freak off idea, or do you think that maybe maybe she was just trying to do it for her man? Like, I want to be with you.
I think there was a period of time to where she got used to it and submitted. Do I think Cassie had opportunity to leave, to call the police, to blow the whistle? Yes. Do I think it got to a point, it was ever a point where she might have said, no, I don't want to, and he like, fuck that, you this, that, you gonna this, that, bring your ass in here? Yes. Do I think it was times where she was willingly, like, maybe suggested it? Yes. I think all of the above, but some of those above is a violation of the law, bro. Some of those above is a violation of the law.
I'm gonna look up to see. I know she's not gonna post anything. Cassie's lawyer. Every time there was a search warrant ran, every time there was a major important news, he always made a statement. I'm waiting for him to make a statement today. Cassie, I wonder. Cassie's not gonna post anything. What do you think Cassie's husband, is probably thinking? Because obviously they got the payday already. But it looks like, they're definitely hell-bent to make sure Diddy spends his time in jail.
Well, end of the day, bro, you don't forget Cassie had a GoFundMe up or wherever that shit up for $5,000 trying to raise money to help her husband at one time.
No, she didn't. What?
Yes, she did. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Do you think funds got low a little bit?
Bro, dude was a personal trainer. When Diddy announced that the personal trainer he hired was fucking his girlfriend, what do you think all his clients did? That was female driven with a husband.
Yeah, that's true.
It hurt him. It crippled him.
Yeah, if the trainer who fucks.
Now let's look at Cassie.
Yeah, his career.
Cassie wasn't fucking Beyonce or SZA, or she wasn't running around. That wasn't happening for her. I mean, she's a great artist. I love her music, but let's be real, that wasn't performing for her. So you got her. She's out. She ain't got no kids buying. He ain't got to pay her nothing. Dude's the fucking trainer, personal trainer, who everybody probably let go because of the situation. She ain't got no real means of it. Like, yeah, but I think they fell on hard times. He like, when he heard about it, he like, fuck it, go get him. He was all with it.
God damn, man. So, chat, we're still waiting to see if he's going to be denied bond. I think we all believe he's going to be denied bond. Like, I mean, the hearing's still going on. Supposedly, the prosecutor, as of about 20 minutes ago, they're still laying out their case why the bail should be denied. They're saying that they're worrying that Diddy will intimidate witnesses. By the way, I don't know if you've seen this part. They wrote a detention letter, which is a memo to the judge, hopefully to convince them that Diddy shouldn't be let out. Apparently, they said after Diddy got hit with a lawsuit from Cassie and he settled, he called two other victims. And he was trying to tell them, hey, if anybody reach out to you, remember this is what happened. So he was trying to here we go. The feds say that witnesses, the witnesses they interviewed have universally expressed fear. And prosecutors claimed Diddy called former artist Kalina Harper, which, by the way, Kalina Harper just stuck up for Diddy recently when her group member Dawn Richards of Danity Kane filed a lawsuit against him. So the Danity Kane girl filed a lawsuit, and the group member of that group said, "Hey, I can't speak for her, but everything with me and Diddy was good." Some people point out that Kalina Harper, she was married at the time when she was in the group Danity Kane, and her husband still
Mhm.
supposedly does business with Diddy. So she's gonna protect Diddy because Diddy and her husband are cool. But they said Diddy called her 54 times. 54 times the day before she made a statement about a recent lawsuit they were named in. So apparently,
That's bad business.
so she made the statement last week. So they said Diddy called her 54 times. Wow.
Yeah, that's bad business. And see, they'll use that to say that he may try to tamper with the victims.
Ooh. Oh shit. And here's more. Prosecutors say that Diddy's got the money and the means to be a flight risk, and the feds say that what appeared to be narcotics was in his hotel room in this New York spot when he was arrested. They said they found a pink powder. What's a pink powder? What's that shit?
Oh, that's that pink cocaine. See, that's bad business.
They said that previously tested positive for ecstasy was found in Diddy's room as well as other drugs. Why the hell, if you think you're gonna get locked up, would you still have drugs in your room?
Bro, I keep telling you, bro, some of our people, listen, there's
No
a few
way.
people out there, right? Listen, there's a few people out there, right, that have did it in reverse. Went to jail, did all the shit, got out, came up, they well off. They know what not to do. You get what I'm saying? You hear Top Dog having wild TDE parties? Nigga been to the penitentiary from the projects. He know what comes of that. He know what not to do. QCP the same way, right? You got Diddy ain't never been in the beast of the belly. So in his mind, shit don't stink. His shit don't stink. He still think it ain't that serious.
Hey, so everybody, I don't know too much about this drug. Some people saying it's what they call Tusi or Tutsi. I don't know what that is, but they
That's
say
what they said, and I think it's a drug trafficking case still coming. The white boy they caught with the backpack full of drugs trying to get on Diddy's plane. That's what they said was provided to a certain individual to fly on Diddy's jet to a studio in Virginia. Was that shit,
and
right? Then
go ahead.
then they catch the white boy. The white boy do a couple days, get out on some whatever shit. You think that white boy ain't cooperated and told them people any transactions he may have did with that man or whoever, whenever?
I would agree. By the way, they're saying, oh, they also tell me that this Tusi thing is ecstasy mixed with cocaine, and it has a pink tint to it.
Yeah, I just saw an article on it last night, pink cocaine. But that's the first time I heard about it was when they mentioned it with Diddy. Was somebody at a studio in Virginia or something said Diddy got on the phone, put an individual on the plane to fly some in, right? So now you got the white dude a week or two later after that, they catch trying to get on the plane, right? So now if they get this white dude, take him in as they did, and they ask him, did you ever provide this to this person? And he says yes. And he says, was it on this date? And they go on the phone and see any type of lineup. Then they got the person at the other end in VA talking about, did he call this in and this person got on the plane and brought this drug? And now they got that drug in New York. They're going to get I think it's more charges to come. We don't see the gun cases there. We don't see drug trafficking there. I think it's more cases, more charges to come.
There is a drug charge under the RICO, but we don't see the guns. Hey, hold on. So what people are telling me, again, I don't know too much about this drug, but they're saying this is a drug you take to turn up the party. Why the hell would Diddy, if you're facing sex trafficking charges, I would think this is some, like some people be drinking, or taking Xanax and to kind of drown themselves out or whatever going on. I would think he want that because he got a lot on his mind. Why he got party drugs? That's freak off drugs. The freak off is over. Why would he have that?
Bro, listen. Hey, listen, bro. You never know what extreme people would do, bro. And people that do drugs, a lot of drugs, they party like this all the time. It takes more and more and more and more, bro, to get them to where they trying to go.
You think he had one last freak off in New York? In no way. That sounds
no. I think that was just his personal shit. I would hope the only freak offs he had was personal, whatever woman he was with, right? And I'm a little confused. I thought I seen him get married, but then I thought I seen him in the room with somebody else. I don't know what Diddy got going on, but each his own. If they with it and they agree with it, shit, there ain't no law against it. But I'm just saying that the things he did, I think there was some things going on. Why he was doing these things, that was in violation of the law. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they're gonna use against him having fun. Your fun was in violation of the law. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in a house and whip out your illegal gun and fire it in the backyard and say, nobody better not leave this motherfucker or else. Now put the music on. Because you can have one motherfucking Poindexter say, well, I did everything because he fired the gun in the air and said, well, we better not do. Everybody else going to be like, yo, he was just clowning around, bullshitting. No, for one, you can't fire a gun in there like that. Two, if the gun illegal, you ain't supposed to have it. Three, if this person's saying they were in sustained fear or in fear or whatever, and because of that, this is why they did that, you're done.
Yeah, like even a kidnapping charge, you don't have to necessarily physically bar them. If they feel like they're in threat that they can't leave without violence, that's kidnap. Hey, if Diddy's an addict, how does the arrest, like he gotta come off some withdrawals? He's gonna have withdrawals immediately, right? Like if he's locked up,
he's definitely gonna have withdrawals. If he's doing something every day to keep him up, yeah, it's definitely gonna have some withdrawals.
Okay, so how does this work? Do they hit up his dealer to make sure he get a little bit more and then wean him off of it, or what?
What do you mean he in jail? What the fuck you mean? If he got to go through what he got to go through?
He's gonna go through the withdrawals?
Hell yeah! What you mean? You think they gonna come bring him a little drugs?
Bring him a little bit of Tusi, like just give him a little.
No, you gotta kick. We all seen the kick process. He got to go through his kick process.
Or are there like maybe drugs they could give him to help him with the withdrawals?
Yeah, they could definitely do that too.
Like prescription drugs, yeah.
They could definitely do that too, but then it'll have him addicted to something else.
Hey, I know you said he's gonna be on a different type of restriction, and obviously he's a high powered person. But what do you think incarceration is looking like for him? Is he gonna be near any inmates? Does he got to worry about trouble?
Nah, they gonna every time. The only time an inmate gonna get to him unless the police want the inmate, the guards want the inmate to get to him. They gonna have Diddy ass locked away on keep away. You know what I'm saying? When he go to court, he gonna go on his little paddy wagon. He gonna be single man selling, all that. Whenever he move, that hallway gonna be clear. He gonna be shackled down. They gonna take him to the showers every day and a half, back to his cell. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have his phone time, but other than that, he ain't gonna be around nobody. Because if something happens to him, the family gonna own New York.
Really? Jeez.
Hell yeah.
Man, I'm wondering if his time as a prisoner is gonna be different than anybody.
They had Blueface on keep away high power. Suge Knight, when he used to have to go to the phone, they took him to the roof. They put him in a cage.
They did what?
Put him in a cage.
They put him in a cage.
Lock him in a cage with a phone. Yeah.
Why? Like this?
High power keep away. Drug kingpins. Yeah. It's real shit. If you go to jail, you gonna be high power keep away. That's a fact.
Well, good. Shit. Wait, hold on. Do they still got bars on your cell, or it looks like a regular room?
I mean, depending on what institution you at. Most of the time is, sometimes it's bars, sometimes it's a solid door with a little window.
Now, this is gonna sound crazy, and if it sound mad squarish, cool. But do you think the level of privilege Diddy, or his, status? Do you think that he's ordering meals in there, or he's eating the same thing as a regular prisoner? You think, he's getting, a little extra honey bun. He got a little gourmet meal. You know what I mean? My dude is used to whining and dining pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he's down for the jail token.
That's gonna come down to what little hookup he could have going on off the record. You know what I'm saying?
But no special treatment usually for like just.
Nah. You ain't finna just because you in this area. That ain't happening. Now if you could, You get you got to somebody want to bring you something in because you making something happen. You know, shit happens.
Mm, Jesus Christ, man. This is, yo, chat. I'm in disbelief that Diddy would have drugs in his room. Come on, bro. Like, come the hell on. Like, even if you're still on the drugs, you gotta have it in your assistant's room down the hall, your homie's room. You can't have the drugs just chilling in your room. No way. Like, this just seems like almost thinking you're above the process.
Bro, end of the day, if a motherfucker's an addict and he's addicted to something and he's free, it's a good chance he's gonna do his thing.
Mm, 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 mm.
You know what I'm saying? You know that.
Hey, by the way, 50 Cent hasn't really piled on yet. Why do you think that's the case? Do you think it's because, you know,
I don't think 50 wish, he from the streets. We don't wish jail on nobody. He made trolling while he was out.
nah, he definitely did with Preem, though. Preem, he definitely did. I remember that nigga was on New York City radio laughing. He said, Preem, when you hear this, I know you're going to be in your cell, nigga. I hope you die in there, nigga. I remember you said that. I was mad.
But we talking about you know, some real personal shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was definitely personal.
Every time a motherfucker look in the mirror, he got to remind you if that's what really happened. You get what I'm saying? So I get that, but I don't think Diddy did nothing to 50 that serious to where he
was messing with his baby moms.
Well, 50 didn't mess with a bunch of motherfuckers' baby mamas. What the fuck are we talking about? I get it, but I don't think he was with her, right? And they don't have that type of relationship. You know what I'm saying?
No. 50 wasn't with her anymore, but clearly, these two had a little feud going on. So I think D always thought that he was trying to get to him. Well, 50 thought he was, always trying to
I would think so too. I would think it was intentional. I can't front. Ain't no telling what 50 might do. 50 might. I thought he was putting together a little series or something. And that series gonna hurt Diddy. But that surviving R. Kelly definitely affected R. Kelly.
Yeah, well, a lot of people believe that's the reason why they went so hard, right? By the way,
you on R. Kelly?
Yeah. By the way, chat, they're saying Diddy appeared in court. He was sitting wearing a black shirt at the defense table with two U.S. Marshals standing behind him. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm reading again. In federal court, they don't allow cameras. So you got to go from the reporters. They said his lawyer's Mark Agnafilo. You ever heard of his lawyer or no?
Nah, but I'm pretty sure wherever he got is top notch.
Okay. Apparently the judge says you have a right to be represented by a lawyer for this proceeding. Any question, blah blah. The indictment is 3 counts: racketeering, conspiracy, including sex trafficking, forced labor, bribery, arson, obstruction of justice. And victim 1 was forced to engage in sex acts. You're charged with knowingly transporting an individual to engage in prostitution. Do you have a copy of the indictment? Apparently his lawyer said yes. He said, Mr. Combs, how do you plead? And Diddy said, not guilty. The judge says, have we set a conference date? They said the conference date is Tuesday, September 24th at 10 a.m. Do you know what that means? The conference date?
I don't know. I don't know what that date is. I know this. They gonna start stretching them court dates out like the same way they do everybody else.
Oh, wow. Hey, by the way, this is what the AUSA says. These crimes carry a maximum sentence of life imprisonment or death. Wow. There's a risk of flight and that the person will obstruct justice or attempt to intimidate a witness. This is a presumption case based on sex trafficking.
See, and that's what's bad right now, bro, because that sex trafficking shit, bro, is bad. Mel Gibson had that movie that came out that everybody should go see. It's a real thing that's happening in our world. I'm gonna be real, Wack. I don't think Diddy's intent was to be sex trafficking, bro. I don't think he was like baiting people in and making you do this and keeping you hostage over here doing this. But whatever the definition is of that law,
Yeah.
If he's within those parameters, that's how they gonna come at you, bro.
You know, I was explaining last night, and you know,
I mean, do you act? I don't think Diddy's a sex trafficker on by how we know it to be, but the parameters in that law.
Well, that's the thing. I think some of these charges are ones that it's like even the RICO charge. I think we could even talk about let's say the YSL thing, right? They wanted to get Thug, couldn't get Thug, but then they used this gang charge to be like, well, all we got to prove is that y'all are a criminal street organization, that y'all are tied to each other. We have this guy for this shooting, this guy for that shooting, and we know you're the guy at the top because you've given this guy this money, you've paid for this. Now they create an organization that you didn't do anything in actuality in terms of what they have you physically doing, but you're now the head of some criminal organization and you're guilty of a RICO, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's how they came.
So it's like,
but they haven't been able to prove. They haven't been able to prove that.
What do you think? Oh wow! Oh shit! By the way, chat. Okay. This is what the AUSA. So the AUSA spoke. Then Diddy's lawyer spoke, and the AUSA. You know, Diddy's lawyer was saying, "Hey, we've been working with these guys, sending them emails. We were down to surrender passports. We stayed away from the jet. We've been trying to show that Diddy is someone who's looking forward to trial because we knew this was coming." The AUSA comes out and says this in response. It says the defendant poses danger to these proceedings through obstruction. He should be detained pending trial. Okay? It says the government spoken to over 50 witnesses. We have sworn out warrants for cloud accounts. I don't know what that means. The search yielded 90 cell phones and 30 other devices, including the surveillance systems. The freak-offs are corroborated. Now, I don't know if that means it's on video, but probably means. It says 300 grand subpoenas have been sent out. And he says also, Diddy had appeared to be what seemingly is narcotics in his hotel room last night, a pink powder that previously tested positive for ecstasy and other drugs. This is a heartland detention case. His package is woefully inadequate. They're saying that the package that he offered, the $50 million, they're saying fuck all that. They say it only focuses on flight risk. He says that the defendant is a wealthy man. It allows him to flee quickly without detection. His counsel have taken steps to minimize his flight risk to set him up for an argument to be made today, but then his incentives were entirely different. He flew to New York 2 weeks ago. To compare, R. Kelly was detained. Jeffrey Epstein was detained on conduct going much farther back in time. Keith Rainier detained on all three grounds, even though the violence was committed by others. It says his incentive to flee changed when he was arrested last night. Wow.
They saw that jet land, but was fucked up. If the person that the company that's renting the jet out, he don't know where the fuck the jet's at, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Just rented it to somebody who, because you know, to fly to New York, you're coming to Teterboro or Jersey or Connecticut, right? Mm-hmm. If somebody just came in there, that's fucked up, bro. If they didn't have Diddy on wiretap saying he's headed over there or headed in that route, it'd be one thing if they cornered him out, put it into the spot. But just because the motherfucking jet landed over there, bro, you don't know if those passengers booked that flight. He's not going to restrict, you know, hey, yo, they want to fly from here to New York. Okay, we'll rent them the jet. That don't got nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's fucked up.
By the way, do you think Diddy fucked up by making that apology video after the Cassie video came out? Because the prosecutors used that. They said, we fast forward to the video being publicized. They told about the Cassie video. It says the defendant admitted he was involved in the assault. It's clear you can't believe him because he previously denied doing any of the things he was accused of. It said, make no mistake, March 5th, and I guess that's when he apologized, is just one example. There's numerous assault, choking, and what else they talking about? Jesus Christ. I ain't gonna lie. The prosecutors are giving this guy the business in court, man. This is bad.
They're gonna use all that against him, bro. Everything. That's what I'm saying. And we still don't see the drugs or the or the guns in there. Bro got some. He got some problems, bro.
And this is hella sad.
I remember you saying, yo, Wack, all the money Diddy got, man, fuck all that, bro. That shit don't mean nothing. Not dealing with the feds.
Now you're right.
Nothing.
You're right. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I definitely thought he was, he's at the heights of being above, not necessarily prosecution or getting charged, but when you have so much power, you could make things happen. Like for example, Jeffrey Epstein, when they first caught him, I think it was like a Palm Beach case. They had a secret court hearing that they gave him some special plea, and he basically just got on probation for being a pedophile, and they let him off. And he still was able. They didn't publicize. He was still able to do all his businesses. Apparently, he got like a halfway house thing, but he was allowed to leave for half the day to go to work. So he would still do everything he had to do. He just had to check in once a day. And everyone was saying no one ever seen this type of plea. You know why? He's powerful. When you see powerful men who has reach, like Diddy used to do the election stuff. Remember Vote or Die? So we don't know what politicians he might have, he might have up his sleeve, or maybe he brought them to a freak off. He got some information on them.
Yeah, but bro, you're right. But at the end of the day, none of that shit gonna matter. All that's gonna do is expose the fact that he may be intimidating or persuading. You get what I'm saying? That don't work in his favor, bro. I don't think they're gonna let him out.
Wow.
I don't think they're gonna let him out, bro.
Wow.
They're gonna say he's a flight risk. He's too influential. He may intimidate witnesses, all that kind of shit.
Yeah. Nah, this is definitely sad. Do you think this is gonna change up how everybody moves?
It already has. You think people ain't like, oh no, that's over with. We can't do that no more.
Yeah. Wow.
It already has, bro. Only thing people could do, the fans out there, writing, act. If you can get his address, that'll be, you want to look out for Diddy posting his address where he's at. That letter, that mail will help him. Give him something to do, something to read, something to think about. You know what I'm saying? Fans can write him. He ain't gonna need no money on this book. He don't have that problem. And shit, say a few prayers for him, the ones that he's deserving of. But on the flip side, we got victims out there too. So we can't say because Diddy gets the popularity vote, right? It ain't nothing on. You just
by the way, with all due respect, that's his son's job to do though. Like they should. Hey, by the way, something you just said came up in court. Let me read this to you. Let me read this. It says, okay, Diddy's camp has argued that victim one. Remember, I told you victim one is Cassie. It says, okay, so basically, all right, let me read this update. Diddy's attorneys taking on the narrative that the rap mogul is a brute and a bully, seemingly hinting there's more to the story regarding the 2016 hotel hallway incident involving Combs and the girlfriend, because the prosecutors mentioned in this video, Diddy's attorneys now trying to rebut it. So it says Diddy's camp has argued that victim one, which everybody's assuming to be Cassie, was looking through his phone and discovered he had more than one girlfriend, hitting the rapper in the head with a cell phone and taking off his clothing, which explains why he was in the hallway with a towel. It says his lawyer claims Diddy and the unnamed victim, which everybody assumes is Cassie, were very much in love until the woman in question cheated for years with the trainer the A-lister provided for her. Now they've reached out to Cassie for comment, because this what Diddy's lawyers going at Cassie. Wow. Cassie notably married physical trainer Alex Fine in 2019 September. They shared 2 children together. Diddy's lawyer claims his client is not a perfect person, though found himself in toxic relationships, but claimed they were mutual. However, early in court, it was suggested that Diddy wrote a large check to an ex For 10 years, it's unclear who received the payment and for what reason, but even that is assumed to be for Cassie. I didn't know
Act,
she cheated on
act. Listen,
Diddy for
listen. This is
years.
all I'm gonna tell you, act.
Not that it
This should
validates
look
anything.
like it's super deep, right? It looks super deep, right? Bro, we ain't seen shit. They probably didn't let us see 25% of really what it is, bro.
No, I agree.
We ain't seen shit, bro. I'm gonna be real. And one thing for sure, he was out 6 months to the date from the time of the raid. Them folks, them alphabet boys, they don't come tap you on your shoulder unless they know they got something to hold you on. They ain't doing it. That's why he ran around for 6 months. And let's think about it. How long would they investigate them prior to the 6 months? Prior to the raid? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? So right now, look, man, I don't wish nothing on him, but his victims out there. So, justice should be served on their side. I wish they could all sit down with him. I don't know if people was hurt, mentally fucked up, and maybe just work something out. But evidently they didn't take that route. But where we stand right now is dude got a problem. He got a situation. I will tell you this. To all my people, black entrepreneurs in the music game, our moguls are falling. Suge Knight fell. We got Biggie fell. Kevin Lyles just resigned. I don't know if he's retiring. I hear my main man Mike Kaiser's no longer at Atlantic.
Yeah, I heard
a lot of people.
Atlantic clean house. Atlantic clean house.
A lot of people that we have leaned on, a lot of people that open up doors for opportunities for people that look like us are being removed and erased. Pay attention. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's the people's fault, but this is real shit. We will never ever get back to where we were if they keep knocking them down. Russell Simmons, Suge Knight, and Puffy right now. Probably some in there I'm missing. Our man L.A. Reid, remember? He got caught in the Me Too shit. You know what I'm saying? To where he was a big factor in those builds. It's a lot of people, bro, over the last decade been getting removed, erased, and that's less people act that that's why you so important. I'm so important. You know what I'm saying? The QCPs are so important. The top dogs are so important. Because if a motherfucker can't get to you, it's a lot of people that can get to me. And if I hear something, I'll be like, you know what? Bro may be interested in that. Let me make a call for you. Those things are very important, bro, for the things that we were doing.
Hey, no, you're making a lot of sense. But let me also ask you this, too. Is this a warning that maybe having too much power, obviously I get you with like a lot of these guys who have built, and have been really instrumental in hip hop. We're seeing a lot of them fall, but do you think that when, maybe these individuals, they got corrupted by just having too much power and thinking that they're above everything? You know what I mean? Again,
yeah, and getting away with a lot. And let's be real. Fuck it, let's talk about it. I'm finna get to my 100 side of the trenches shit. Let's get real. DJ K Slay, my big brother, God body, taught me. Whatever you put in the universe, come back 360. Am I right? Fuck it, let's talk about a few things we know. Okay? You got the accusations of what went on in Vegas and who motherfuckers was tied to and this type of shit, right? Boom, accusations. Then we got our man over here. We got the lady in the club clearly saying, I seen who shot me. But another motherfucker took it to hit and went and laid down and did 9-10. And now he's speaking saying what it really was, right? We got other females, who's saying maybe it was some things going on, a little roughing up or whatever, right? We got the other dumbass R&B singer who came out and talked about the situation, and now the girl appeared saying this would happen and this would happen and this would happen. Look, bro, my granddaddy, rest in peace, right, said when I was a kid, the sun don't shine in the same dog's ass every day. You put negative shit in the universe, eventually on that 360, on that circle, it's gonna get you. Let's be real. Pumpkin had a lot of allegations that he didn't maneuver his way out of them. Let's be real, bro. So I can't, niggas can't feel too sorry for, what a man chose to do. If they look up and say, yo, they just arrested Wack nigga that 19 bank robberies. And they come up with the evidence to show this and show that and show this and show that. Find a motherfucker backyard full of money. My nigga, don't feel sorry for me, nigga. I was moving, nigga. I didn't feel sorry for me when I got away. It's real shit. We can't turn this shit into some woe is me Puff. Yeah, some of us fuck with Puff. We appreciate what he did for the culture, for the music and all that shit. But it's also victims on the other side. It's victims who have mothers, who have brothers, who have children, and things of that nature, who probably right now might be fucked up for the rest of their life, to where now they significant other got to deal with them having dreams and screaming and not wanting to be touched a certain way because of whatever they went through. We have to include them as well. So we can't use it as Puff the music mogul. Yeah, but if Puff the music mogul also had another face, and that face wasn't right, he got to pay for that face, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
no.
got to pay for that face. This is why I always say, I'm not a gangbanger, but I'm from Paru. I can't forget that, because Paru is another face. And some people remember that face, and that face did things, or may have did things to hurt or harm or make somebody feel some kind of way about me. So although I may have become this businessman or this or that, I can't say, well, that face is gone. No, motherfucker, remember that face when they see me. So I got to stay in touch and tune with what that is, right? And I hate to say it, but I brought that on myself, right? And if something come my way because of what I did 20 years ago or whatever the fuck it may be, or somebody I did something to in prison behind this gangbang shit, then look, bro, don't feel sorry for me, because I did that. And when I did that, my homies and myself, we celebrated. This shit come with it, bro. It come with it. I try not to add to it. Ain't nobody out that can say that I did something to them because they was a Crip, or because they was from here, because they was from there, right? I try not to add to it, but at the end of the day, Puff has done some things that people know you should have been took a fall for. And if he would have took a fall for 10 years, 15 years, would his success be that of today?
Nah.
So, that's a blessing that you was able to sit here and enjoy that continuous. Now it's time to pay the piper, my nigga. It's what it is.
No, you're making some valid points. A lot of people are
It's
agreeing
real
with you in the
shit.
chat. A lot of people are agreeing with you in the chat. Hey, let me read you. Hey, Diddy's lawyer is going so hard at Cassie, even Dawn Richards. Let me read this. So Agnafilio, which is the lawyer, says, they're talking about, they basically are now painting Cassie, who they clearly have identified this is a important witness for the prosecution. They're painting her as a chick who basically finessed money and got out of a situation. They're saying she got mad at Diddy cheating, so she started cheating, and she got paid for it after the allegations, but the allegations aren't true. Let me just read what supposedly said in court. By the way, shout to Inner City Press. They're basically, they did the same thing during the 6ix9ine case. Type out what pretty much is saying in court.
There's no law against cheating, bro, if you're not married. There's no law. New York, I think it is, but she ain't do nothing wrong. I mean, not by the law, so they can say what they want.
So Agnafilio says these two people are in love, meaning Diddy and Cassie. Victim one ended up marrying the trainer that Combs got for her. They had been cheating on each other for years. But now she got 2 kids with the trainer. Years later, she realized she had a good thing with Mr. Combs. She has her lawyer call his lawyer, say she has written a book. But if you want to buy the rights, you'll have the rights for $30 million. We have the recorded conversation. So now we get to find out when Cassie calls her for the $30 million, Diddy recorded that. It said it did not go well for her and her lawyer. And in November 2023, she sued. When he contacts witnesses, it's not to stop a criminal investigation. It's to not be seen. It's not to be seen. It's not to be seen as one. Why is it depicted as a one-sided thing? There's 30 million reasons, $1 a piece. She said, I'm going to write a book. You can buy the rights. This Dawn Richards lawsuit and Miss Harper from the same band. The lawsuit says he did a couple inappropriate things. Miss Harper said, that wasn't my experience. That's not intimidation. It's divergent recollections. There's nothing wrong with that. It says, I'm not even sure Dawn Richards is a witness in this case. My client hasn't done a darn thing wrong. We've interviewed at least 6 of these males. We ask, Did it seem consensual? Now that's assumed like the gigolos who were like fucking Cassie or whatever. Did it seem like the sex was consensual? Was anyone too drunk or too high? They all said no. Then the defense attorney continues. He says, "Is it sex trafficking if everyone wants to be there?" No. We don't want the federal government in our bedroom. The kidnapping, we spoke to the victim. She did not use that word to us. One day, it may be heard Mr. Combs employs a security company. Mr. Combs got nothing to do with how guns are kept in his house. He needs security. In sections of LA and Miami he lives in, did they do it wrong? That's not for us to say, so they're blaming the security company. It's not his gun. R. Kelly? Well, that involved children. They can't consent. So they're saying, why are you mentioning R. Kelly in this case? That considered children. The indictment did not mention kids from what I've seen. So they're saying, why are you mentioning R. Kelly and comparing him to Diddy? They said Jeffrey Epstein, again, children. Keith Raniere, children. We have substantial bail package. Some family members are here. They love him. A $50 million bond secured by $48 million piece of property. And on August 20th, we paid off the $18 million mortgage. One day we're going to have a fair trial. We're going to have substantial defenses to each of these charges. Mr. Combs is handling this head on. He's become a punching bag. He's built businesses from scratch. His father was killed when he was 2 years old. He earned all of it. Mr. Combs has earned this court's trust. I have nothing else to say. The judge says, any rebuttal to the AUSA says the defense counsel has his critique of law enforcement, but has not rebutted the presumption that the defendant should not be detained. 3 days after the lawsuit, the defendant is recorded saying he doesn't want to talk on the phone. It might be tapped. He uses armed security with defaced AR-15 stored in his personal closet. Yeah, right. Absurd. For the record, we are proceeding on a theory of lack of consent, that she was coerced to participate in those sex acts. The judge says he wouldn't be in danger, would he, if he only engaged with behaviors in what? He wouldn't be in danger, would he, if he engaged in these behaviors with consenting adults. The AUSA says we have the hallway video. We're thinking it's still about the Cassie situation. Then Diddy's attorney gets back up and says, this is a slippery slope. The government is going to say she was coerced. She had to say that for the $30 million. We have a serious bail package. I hope Your Honor could see that Mr. Combs had done things to show he's trustworthy. Again, I'm asking you to trust me. I have my eye on it. We speak 5 times a day. I want to thank Your Honor. The judge says thank you. I'm going to take a short recess and invite pretrial services to join me in a robing room. Look like the judge is going to consider this bail package. Wow. They're getting that Cassie, man. They're getting that Cassie.
I don't think Cassie could stop him from bailing out because they've been separated for quite some time without any incidents. You know what I'm saying? We noticed it wasn't any incidents after she left where they saying he went over here, stalked her, did this, did that, did this, did that. I think the overall situation is what's going to have him in trouble. I think him contacting those people, like you just said, is going to have him in, that's the type of shit, they're going to say he has the influence to coerce a witness, to send somebody. We need to monitor who he's talking to, what he's saying, all this old type of shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that one thing they're going to use against him. If that call was made, I don't know. I don't know if they got phone record. I don't know how they know. But if that call was made, that's going to
hurt. On a slightly lighter note, because this is mentioned a few times in the indictment, what do you think, or if someone had to get you to think off top, what are freak off supplies? According to the indictment, they said it was the job of people in Combs' enterprise to resupply the freak off supplies. So to keep it always.
And like I'm saying, the only thing that could be used against him are drugs or restraints if the people say it's against their will. But let's be real, bro. The end thing that I hear about, I don't know really what the fuck they be talking about. BDSM fucking parties, right? And I just be hearing people talk on my side of the clubhouse. And I hear about all kind of shit that they do, right? So what is for fun and pleasure and what's really against the motherfucker's will, right? If you got somebody that their pleasure is to be leashed and walked around, right? That's their pleasure, right? Do they later on say, he put this on me and made me crawl?
Well,
You see what I'm saying?
well, that's the biggest thing about obviously sex crimes is that obviously consent is the important thing, right? And you're hoping somebody's clear of mind, this and third, but could give consent. But you brought up a point
How
earlier.
Could you prove it? You damn near got to do a fucking contract.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Because even if there's no drugs involved, no alcohol, whatever, and they give consent, you do something, then their boyfriend find out, yo, you fucked so and so at the Fountain Blue after they brought you backstage. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I've seen women who then while get caught cheating and trying to explain it to their partner, they say, well, I really wasn't with it. I'm not a whore.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, listen, I'm going to tell you what the secret is. The secret is you got to have that 11 and 1, bro.
What's that?
11 and 1. You got to have your woman, your girlfriend, your business partner, your best friend, your nympho, your freak. She got to be able to turn into 11 different people in one. Then you ain't got to worry about it. You listen. You can't have a prude who just no. I'm not doing that, nigga. Well, listen. You got to have 11 and 1. You know what I'm saying? Do you follow R&B, by the way, because Adam 22 follows R&B. Do you follow R&B? You met R&B way before Adam on Clubhouse.
All right, well, here's the thing. I don't like following my homies, women.
I'm requesting that you follow my queen and you let people know. Say hi to Akademiks.
Hello, Ak.
Hey, how you, R&B? Yeah, no. Hey, listen, I only do it because you're
respect on her name. R_ANN_B. Adam did it on his own.
No, hold on, but you see, Adam, I ain't gonna lie. We black, so it's like I talk to a lot of these rappers, and they all be getting into it over females. I like to stay away. I try to have respect, but I try to stay away.
Listen to me, right? Do you not have Akademiks' number in your phone?
I do.
Yeah,
all my close friends. My woman has their contacts. In the time of need, I may have time just to say,
what's her Instagram? What's her Instagram?
R_ANN_B.
Okay.
You get emails and cash apps from her all the time, Mac.
Okay, but here's the thing. Yo, Wack, I never want you to look on your woman's page and be like, why Akademiks commenting? Is he trying to be funny?
Listen, let me tell you something. This real shit, because she follows real shit. If a motherfucker does not acknowledge and admire my woman, then I'm gonna call you gay. Because even the gay niggas acknowledge and admire my woman. At the end of the day, she put up a picture of my nigga that's sexy and she's elegant. She ain't gonna never do too much because she my queen. I expect my comrades to like and acknowledge. Or if she put up a quote or she's just doing some talking because she does life coaching, I expect you to acknowledge it's a good look for her. You know what I mean? My build is her build. You know how I go.
Yeah, but
I ain't tripping.
But Wack, again, all right. Clearly, you're not like that, and I get the picture now. But how a lot of people in the industry are. Hey,
listen, anybody that's like that is because their woman is like that. That starts with your woman. So why you got a woman that's like that? Like at the end of the day, I expect my comrades to support me, support her, and support me. If I liked it. It's just a picture of her, right? Or whatever, it's a quote or something. If I liked it, I expect my comrade. The little guy that worked, I ain't going to call him little guy, but the guy that's always in there.
Yeah.
That films us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You got on my ass. Yo, Wack, you don't follow me. Oh, shit. Out of respect to you, right?
No, you're right. No. Hey, listen.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. And unfortunately, fortunately, my queen is, she's an author. She done wrote 7 books. She's she write my book on me now. She's gonna alter that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. So, as long as I gotta help me, I try to play professionally. As long as you give me the permission,
you my brother. No, you not my brother.
Yes, but again, I don't.
Okay.
Yo, let me tell you this. One thing I never try to do because I know two men,
Act.
two men
I'm
get into it.
47. Act.
Hey, but you know, you deal with rappers, and I talk to these rappers, and they
Yeah,
tell
but
me,
I'm listen. This is real shit. I meet your significant other that I know is act significant other.
hey,
That I
and by the
know
way,
this what this is, right?
hey, I met up with
If
a
I
rap.
go through the lobby or I'm going in the club,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go over there and say, Miss, you okay? You straight? Okay, look, we over there in that area. You need me, I'm over there. You know what your woman gonna do when she get home? See, I ran into Wack. Oh yeah, he came and asked me was I good and told me I was over there if I needed him.
and
If I
what?
come outside, bro, and she got a flat tire, I'm gonna say, yo, that's your car? Listen, don't worry about it. I got AAA. Take my car, you get up out of here. I get this to you. Tell bro I send my love. That's what brothers do, bro. We
And
don't look
Wack.
at each other.
Wack, hey, you see, you're a little bit older. Listen, I linked with a rapper recently, and he just told me these are people he collab. Like he said, one guy who they made great music together. He said, me and that guy might never work together again. I said, why? He said, they have issues over. Yo, did you try to talk to my woman? And and I don't know what the truth is there, but I said, damn, I realized two men, they will fight and be able to get over it. But if there's any type of a woman, you know, whether
Let
intended
me
or not,
explain something to you. It's two things. It's two factors here, right? My woman respects herself, so she respects me, and I see Act as a brother. He respects himself, and I know he respects me. I don't know what them niggas be on. I only got a certain amount of people I call my friends, right? And my comrades. But Act, not for nothing, you are academics. My woman does have a voice. She's the queen of the 100 side. She helped me build that clubhouse shit. She didn't help me with a lot of shit that I'm doing. She's the author of 7 books out, right? What's the name of the books, baby? Built to Stand. Built to Stand by Rakita Bradford, right? They out. They on Amazon. Act. I'm building her and she's building me. I'm investing in her and she invested in me. By all means, I expect 100% of your support. I do not look at the like from Act as if what the fuck Act like, nigga. I look at that as, bro, baby, Act. Adam did it. He went over there and followed on his own. I didn't even know.
yeah,
I
but
looked up on her feet. She put it up. I said, oh shit, that's Then when I got to the no jumper, he like, yo, man, your girl, she did some shit that I make me feel like I don't know where I'm at with my wife because the way she talk about you, my wife ain't talking about me. He pulled her whole fucking shit, played a whole video. I ain't asked him to do this, but he said, I just been paying attention to how she represents you, and I felt like he was respectful, so he put some light on it. So I expect all my comrades who have some type of voice to put some light on it. I'm sorry to talk about R&B in the middle of the puffy shit, but you know what I'm saying? I was just pretty much saying that my woman does everything in one. She does the freak off with me.
hey, and by the way, Wack, I'm happy you are so. Ever since you've been with this woman, I've heard you speak nothing but glowingly about her. She's making you very happy now. I'm very happy for that. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Like if I got a request, one night it was raining. I said, "Baby, it's raining. Let's go out in the backyard." Right, and I didn't even turn the sprinklers off, so I knew they came on at like 3:00. I said, "It's raining in the sprinklers." I take the hit. It lay down, no blanket. And she came out that motherfucker, the birthday suit, the kids was gone. You know what I'm saying? I was in that motherfucker, sprinklers going, it was raining. I was looking up at the stars. I said, shit, he's alive. He's alive. Man. But again, I'm able to say, baby, we got to go to this business meeting, and she gonna get like that. Like, whatever it is, my nigga, like, I'm on the freeway, I'm driving to LA or something, and I'm looking over there, and I'm like, baby, listen, lay back and let me see you pleasure yourself. She gonna give me what I want. I ain't gotta worry about no fucking police being called. None of this shit. This is real shit, bro. If your woman is telling you no about things that you desire and you request, then you need to go work on getting another woman.
Okay, let me throw a monkey wrench into this though. Suppose Cassie was like that until the money stopped coming in. Like she was like Diddy was like, tonight I want to do a freak off. All right, baby, I'm gonna get you a freak off. Then she leave Diddy, and then now she's like, you know what? I ain't really want to do them freak. That's the only thing with women. Like consent. You hope consent means consent. Like you're not gonna change your mind later.
You can't expect your woman to do everything, and you can't expect. She can't expect you to do everything. Women got some freaky ass fetishes, bro, that you just ain't with, respectfully, right? But at the end of the day, if you looking up and you got a checklist of 10, and 7 of the 10, she don't mind giving you. You know what I'm saying? No problem. Bro, you can't be forcing the other 3. Maybe if you execute the other 7 and the more comfortable she get with you, you might get tagged one on. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't force no woman to do nothing they don't want to do. Bro, if I see your list, you remember you played with me that one day? And I thought you said no. What I do? All systems off. Hey, nigga, hey, everything went off immediately. Whoop. She like, baby, what's wrong? I heard you say no. I didn't say no. Well, that's what I thought you said. Give me a minute to reset. If I even think you saying no. Now, it's sometimes where she wants to play the resisting game. You know what I'm saying? And
That's a
maybe she
dangerous
wants to
game.
be,
That's a dangerous
she
game.
wants to be choked a little bit, and she wants to be, handled a little rough, and shit like that. But you got to know how far to go. Usually, you have a safe word. You get what I'm saying?
Pineapples. Pineapples.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. Now, that's just what's real. But again, we don't indulge in drugs, and every now and then I pour some shots down her throat. You know what I mean? If a bottle of liquor lasts me 2 years on my dresser because I don't drink.
Mm.
But other than that, you got to get somebody, bro, that you that satisfy you. She's the only woman that got me to dress up like a fucking cowboy. I told you that they tried to rob me, right? Did I tell you they tried to rob me?
Yeah. What happened with that?
Yo, we went to this fucking party with friends. We had to be dressed up like cowboys and shit. So I had the Versace cowboy boots with the Versace shirt. I thought I was doing some shit. I got comfortable. We was in like some Mediterranean shit out the way. So when we come out, I'm grabbing the little bags and the food she want to take home. She like, baby, let me take that stuff because your hands need to be free. I'm like, nah, you looking too good to be carrying something. The car's just right there. We come out, motherfucker pull up. I see him. Whip out, give it up, right? Now,
Really?
I think they was watching this. I had my cash money fucking piece, the big one, I had my rollie. I got this ring, right? Got my boy, maybe, what's my jeweler name? Chris Jewelers. He made me a Wack ring. It's a big ass ring. It says Wack iced out on the motherfucker, right? So she starts to panic. So I think, remember, this woman had been around me for a while. Since she been around me, I done brought her 4 firearms, got her CCW. She stay at the range.
Good.
We do simulation range with her to where she's going through obstacles and shit popping out and she's doing her thing or whatever. So when I turn, I say, yo, calm down, calm down. So I got the shit in my hand. I said, all right, homie, let me take this shit out my hand. When I went to bend over to put the food on the ground, he said, come out there rollie first, nigga. When I said, homie, I got it, she started screaming. When I looked to like, yo, chill out, bro, the motherfucker looked her way. When the dude took his eyes off me, I heard pack, 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 4 of them, right? I went to grab her, like, what the fuck, these niggas is bumping? Whole time, she the one squeezing. Ah! They get out of there.
Wow.
You niggas got ran off by an ordained minister.
Damn.
Bro, they would have made history if them niggas would have got away with that Wack ring and that motherfucking Cash Money West, nigga, motherfucking piece. It ain't nothing but like 4 of them, 4 or 5 of them even ever exist. Nigga, it would have been clown time. I'd have got paid from the insurance people, but it would have hurt me. But guess what, Act? I told you them 11 women in one. I didn't put a little gangster in there, Act.
Damn. She built like that then. Or at least you
Yeah,
trained her to
she
be
could
like
conceal.
that.
Now, what I didn't realize is we was dressed like Western, right? So she had the gun host thing on, the right, with a gun in it. I wasn't tripping. It was a real gun in the shit. She already had the motherfucker in the little holster. Because she could conceal or open carry where she at. They can't do nothing to her.
Wow.
Right? So, at the end of the day, it's like, fellas, don't force your woman to do nothing. If you married to her, she been your baby mama 50 years. If she say no, respect that. If she don't want to do it, understand one day if you force her to do it or manipulate her to do it, One day you may get caught doing something or piss her off to a point to where she don't want to be your friend and she don't give a fuck what happened to you. Pay attention to Diddy. Read the book.
Hey, by the way, some breaking news, chat. The judge is now returned. The judge said, "Hey, listen, basically asked the prosecutor, do we need to wait for your partner?" The Ignacio says, "No, I really appreciate it, but we're ready to go." The judge says, and this is Judge Tafornsky. I'm gonna look that judge up to see how they look. We'd like to see if we got a black judge, white judge, whatever. But that sounds like you should know. It said, in this case, I find the presumption that he is not rebutted, so Sean Combs will be detained. There's been significant violence, weapons around, coercion of witnesses, and even gentle coercion that could be effective. The type of behavior we're talking about happens behind closed doors. I thank your family for coming, but I cannot release him.
I told you, bro. Bro, the fact that he contacted those people hurt him bad. Out of all that shit, that's what hurt him bad. Because, see, you did that when you wasn't facing criminal time.
Wow.
Now they talking about this shit carry life? Now, bro, what won't you do?
Now, remember, they got a conference, which is not necessarily a court date, but clearly, I'm guessing they're gonna set some type of timeline. I figured out what the conference is, because obviously they got to set a timeline for when the defense is available, prosecutor is available, when they could do exchange of discovery, have the formal. Well, I guess this was a formal arraignment. I don't know if it was a formal arraignment, but he definitely entered a plea. It's basically almost scheduling out the trial that the judge could approve the dates and stuff like that. So they're going to come back with that, which means Diddy's going to sit in jail for at least a week. Don't know when.
No.
What happened?
Diddy going to be in that motherfucker for 2-3 years fighting this thing, bro.
You think Diddy's going to be in jail for this whole time? Well, I mean, again, I don't know if
let him bail out.
I don't know if, they're going to try other bail applications, right? Like,
No. You got to go to the judge. That's the feds.
Yeah.
That's on the judge.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck where you go. That's on the judge, bro. That's the feds.
No, I agree, but they try to do it. Obviously, this was state. They try to do it thug. Be like, oh, things has changed. We could verify that. Oh yeah, you guys think he's gonna contact witnesses? We'll make sure he does have a phone or something. They're gonna try, right? But I still think that if the judge denied it on this, he probably not gonna let him out. You can't change your mind. What situations could change for you to believe that? If you thought that you're not gonna let him out because he's gonna contact witnesses, why would you ever?
What's gonna change? What he gonna do?
Yeah.
The guns are still there. Him trying to coerce a witness is still there.
Yeah.
The violence is still there. The intimidation is still there. It's all there in the charges.
Do you think Diddy is shedding a tear? Maybe not necessarily in court, but he gets back to that detention facility holding.
That nigga ain't gonna eat till Friday.
What do you mean? What?
Yeah, bro, his appetite is gone. Bro, listen.
Oh yeah,
I remember what it was when I was 12, right? You talking about 54-year-old man. He'd be 55 in November. This nigga is used to the best of the best. He hasn't had any restrictions. He don't wait in line. He flies private. And people wait on him hand and foot. He got his pick of the litter of this, that, or the other. Right? Now, in the cell, when I'm coming out, all right, it's Wednesday, we bring you out Friday for 30 minutes. What? Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
I can't watch TV? No. Here goes the phone.
I don't mean to cut you off. His lawyers and the prosecutors walked out the courthouse. His lawyers spoke to the media. Hold on. Let me try to get you. I want you to hear. His lawyers is addressing the press a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Some of us. Okay, hold on. Chat, my bad. I'm just fast forwarding. What? They had two cameras out, two entrances, trying to get to it. Hold on, almost there. Okay, here we go.
All right. So this was the first step. We have a bail appeal scheduled for tomorrow, 3:30, in front of Judge Carter, the district judge assigned to this case.
Okay, so they have a bail appeal for tomorrow it's going in front of a different judge, which is a district judge that's assigned to the case. You know, the magistrate judge just does the first appearance. So they're hoping that the other judge tomorrow gives a different opinion. But, I mean...
So this is what you talking about, Ak, about him possibly have made some friends.
Shit, yeah.
This is what you talking about. And I'm going to be real, right? We're going to see if this next situation, they grant him bail. You was absolutely right. I knew they wasn't gonna give me no bail today, right? Now we know Act told me. I knew they wasn't gonna give me no bail today, but if he goes to this next hearing and gets a bail, Act, he was on point. Straight up.
Let me hear the rest of it.
I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think it came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges. There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case and now is finding themselves as a witness in a criminal case. And we're going to fight this case with everything we have, as is he. And eventually he's going to be shown to be innocent. And so tomorrow we fight again, and we'll fight every day until we don't have to fight anymore.
Why did the arrest happen last night instead of today as planned?
I don't know. The question is, why did it happen last night instead of today? I don't know the answer to that question.
Are you going to be
I just want to make one point very clear. We have no power. All we can do is show good faith. He got on a plane and he came here. And if he stayed here for one day before the case started, or for 1 year before the case started, he was going to stay as long as he needed to stay. It ends up being only 12 days. That's fine. That's what the government wanted to do. The government didn't want him to turn himself in. He came here to turn himself in. Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in. But we're going to make all these points again tomorrow, and we'll make it as much as we can until we get him out.
Will you appeal the bail?
So that's all I have.
Will you appeal the bail?
Yeah, tomorrow. Wait, what was the question?
Will you appeal the no bail?
We're appealing.
No bail.
Yeah, we're no bail. No bail.
Where are you appealing?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're appealing the decision to hold him without bail.
When is the next court appearance?
Tomorrow at 3:30.
Otherwise.
3:30, same place. Bail appeal. Tomorrow at 3:30, same court, different judge. He's doing fine. He's a fighter. And he's going to fight this. All right, I'm going to go.
Where is he being held?
I don't get into that stuff.
Okay.
Give us some space.
Where's the support?
Guys, you gotta move it. You gotta move it. Use your legs.
Where's the support for your father?
Are you expecting him to be released today, or are you surprised?
It's a wall.
Wall. Sorry.
Guys, move back.
Why are you here today?
Oh, careful, guys, easy, guys. Get around.
Oh, now we're back.
How can you support your father?
Did you witness anything?
How do you support him moving forward?
Yes, we'll have him out eventually. We heard that same shit with Young Thug.
Yo, they got about 100 people surrounding the kids as they walk away. Wow, this is...
You mean family and friends and security?
Well, no.
Tarnish.
Well, fans and I gotta imagine press. They got security, but like, it's a lot of fucking people. This is the biggest fucking thing right now.
Anything that you might prohibit your later?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Careful, pedestrians, careful.
I'm wondering if so you think Diddy's gonna shed a tear when he gets to it because it's finally gonna sink in, right? Like, hey,
Hell yeah.
this might be your home for the foreseeable future.
Bro, last night was the longest night of his life. In his mind, I'll be out tomorrow. He got on the phone. Attorney was like, we're gonna get you out. Stay calm, all this shit. He walks in there and they blast him. Yeah, that's the problem, bro.
What do you think you'd like to share? Any comment?
Man, this is kind of like a surreal thing. I mean, I think we consider the Combs family as pretty much hip hop royalty, right? You know?
Definitely. Definitely, bro. But I mean, end of the day, they playing to win. They know letting him out works against him because then he'll string it out. And I don't think they're gonna offer him no deals.
You don't think no deal?
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting into a car. That's Quincy. He gets into an SUV. They're trying to get that car out of there. There's so much paparazzi that's there. Like, this shit is shut down. And if you've ever been to that federal building in the Southern District of New York, like,
No, what street is it on?
I forgot what street. Oh, by the way, that's Justin and Christian. Is that the sister? I don't know what street it's on, but like they block off a big area. There's no vehicles like in like 4 square blocks. So like you got to do some walking to get to where cars could come. They have everything barricaded. You know, obviously because these are federal buildings. They have the shits that come up that you know what I mean. Nobody can run a car into.
Is that Jacob Javits building?
I'll tell you exactly where it's at.
I know they got a Jacob Javits building down there. They got a Thurgood Marshall Federal building.
I think it's Thurgood Marshall, unless I'm tripping. Southern District of New York Courthouse. I think it's the Thurgood Marshall. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, look, man, he got to ride, bro. You know, he got to ride.
How do you mentally prepare yourself for this?
He can't. He got to take it one day at a time.
Somebody like Diddy, if we all know Diddy's mantra, he used to say, yo, I don't sleep. He works. He's always doing 20 things at a time. How does he get used to not having a phone, not having his like?
What I'm telling you, he got to go, bro. One day at a time, bro. After them first 100 days, you're gonna see him walking in that court normal. And we probably talking about maybe 4 court dates within that time frame. First one, you got another one, a couple weeks, a week or so. The second one, that other one gonna be probably stretched out about 30, 40 days. He might have 4 or 5 court dates possibly with these quick too. But end of the day, either he got to take it a day at a time, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
What he gonna do? Think about life?
I mean, you've done a bit before. Like, how do you mentally?
Yeah, but it's different. I was groomed for it, bro. I started doing time at 12 years old. The time I was 16, I was in the penitentiary. Started off 45 days, 2 months, 4 months, 9 months, 2 years, 5, 6. After that, you know, it's kind of like you was groomed for the shit. And even at that, anybody did time and they keep it real with you. After so long, it gets old because it's so fucking repetitive. You on the same motherfucking yard 2, 3, 4 years at a time. Some cases, I seen lifers on the yard 10, 15 years at a time. It gets repetitive. It's the same shit. Only thing different is people coming and going. So it's like, it ain't like you're learning something. I mean, you got to deal with protecting your life and shit like that, whatever workout program you got. But other than that, bro, it gets repetitive. And to somebody like Diddy, that's gonna kill him, bro. He can't sit down. That dude can't sit still.
Let me ask you this question, because and I spoke to Tory's people, and I remember when it was reported that he couldn't wait. As crazy as it sounds, if he wasn't gonna get out, he couldn't wait to be sent to prison because
the county jail is fucked up.
Yeah, apparently he was on isolation. Like he couldn't even. He couldn't even.
He was right where Blueface was at. Yeah, the county jail. Man, Blueface called me last week or whenever he got up to the penitentiary, and he said, "Man, I'm glad to be I'm glad to be in prison." It broke my heart when he said it because I didn't never want that for him, but I know what he meant. This is the first time in 6-7 months he was able to take more than 7 steps without being handcuffed or running into a door. Because they got him in the dorm reception, so now he can walk around. He hasn't been outside under the stars in 7 months.
Wow.
Not being able to run, right? He just got this little space that's as big as one of your bathrooms. Not your master bathroom, because that'd be pretty big. A standard size bathroom. You know what I'm saying? That's how big it is. From that table to that door is about 7 steps, and it's over with. So you are goddamn right. You want to get somewhere where a top ramen soup don't cost $2 a soup. Where you get somewhere where you can go get your hygiene and get your shit and your basic needs and get your Walkman, a radio, a TV or something to watch, and order books and some real shoes for your feet and get out of that. Yeah. I mean, it sounds bad, but it's an upgrade from county jail and a step closer to going home. County jail, prison, home. Now you're on stage 2.
Now, so do you believe that? So right now you're saying he's probably not leaving the cell. Do you think that is he having time outside? Probably. Like, okay.
Nah. If they taking him outside, he by himself. They might be taking him to a roof. I don't know how y'all set up, but they taking him to a gated area where he's just walking around a little bit. They may give him a handball or a basketball or something if they got that out there. But other than that, go out there. You can do some jumping jacks, some motherfucking burpees, some push-ups, sit-ups. Time to go. They usually give you an hour. Usually out of that hour, 15 of those minutes is getting handcuffed, escorted to and from the cell. So you usually get a 40, 45-minute little run out there every other day.
What do you think his shower situation is like?
You're going to get 180 seconds.
What do you mean, 180 seconds to shower?
3 minutes. Nigga, what you mean?
Nigga, I be taking 30-minute shower. It got to be extra hot water.
That's over with. Now, they may look out for Diddy and, if he cool or some shit, and they a fan, they may get a nigga 4-5 minutes. Other than that, nigga, 3 minutes.
Wait, 4 minutes to shower?
180 seconds.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even apply soap in the first 10 minutes. I'm just sitting under the water.
Yeah, but listen, man.
All the jets just hit me.
Listen, you gonna get in that motherfucker, you gonna water down, you gonna soap up. It's a real rinse off, and then soap up the areas you really need to soap up, rinse off, hit your hair, whatever you gonna do is over with.
God.
If not, you gonna get out with suds on that ass. That's a fact.
But at least he'll have a little private shower though, right? He get the handicap joint, the big joint.
They probably gonna let him out by himself. He gonna get lucky with that. Because most of the time, LA County, boy, it be 30, 40 motherfuckers in that motherfucker, especially coming in on intake. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't never going to jail. First of all, you ain't going to do nothing that wrong to go to jail. And if you do act, you tell it on everybody.
Of course. Yeah, shit.
That's a fact.
They won't even have to put handcuffs. Yo,
they gonna say, Wack, you worry about telling on you? Nope, because I only do clean shit with academics. That's it.
Hey, Woody dropped 60. I know I gotta drop 99.
Yeah. Hey, I was watching Woody on the Adams when Adam interviewed him. Hey, one thing about the dude standing on his 10, he in his neighborhood, it just let you know the direction the streets is going. I ain't mad at him. He got a little girl, so I don't want to see nothing happen to him. I just give my personal opinion on what it is. You can't take it personal because, end of the day, he knows some flaws in his actions. But nevertheless, he running around that motherfucker having it his way, bro. Times are changing.
By the way, Woody said something that was very important. And I wonder why a lot of other gangsters from the street don't think like this. He said, I'm not the fall guy. And I think the streets is built on a lot of times some of these niggas who ain't done got the money, don't got the status, you are the fall guy. You did that shooting to protect everybody else. You got to go sit down on that charge, even though you did that shooting for him, and you got to just take the L. And it looked like he says, I'm not taking the L on that. He says, I'm not the fall guy. I'm not the guy who just go to jail for life.
I heard that. Y'all heard him say, nigga, I'm putting in work for us. You niggas going out telling everybody, and that's how they knew it was me. But unfortunately, there's no reason when it comes to the street to justify telling. You can't say he told on me, I'm going to tell on him. He can't say you put me out there, so I'm going to use this to get out. This is the unorthodox, bipolar, weird-ass rules and regulation that somebody who probably had a half a brain made up way back when. But it is what it is. This is why I tell the kids, do not get involved in street or gang life. Go to the military, go to motherfucking police academy, go your ass to a trade school, truck driving school, college. Don't get involved in this shit because the very same things they telling you have to do and can't do, them same motherfuckers, little do you know, have probably already violated and did and probably won't do the shit they want you to do.
Hey, by the way,
It's a fact.
You're definitely right. No, when I heard him say that, I said, he making sense. But I remember Wack saying the streets is irrational, and that's one of the best things I've ever heard you say.
Bro.
Which is, yeah, they got some rules that don't make sense. It really don't make sense.
But that's what it is. And the very same people, a lot of the people that's enforcing these rules have violated and broke them. And either you don't know them or niggas is selective politicking and acting like they don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's real shit. You know what I'm saying? So, the Max B shit, my man Fox, out of New Rochelle, Fox 914, FOXX at 914. He bring the paperwork on him, and I don't know nothing about Max B. I know French, but I'm reading the paperwork. He like, Wack, the dude told on the chick, and I'm reading the shit. Next thing I know, his brother's calling me. Pooh Sims, he's been calling me because he heard me reading the paperwork, and I'm just reading it. But I came across what I read, and it is what it is. Like, you can't give information on nobody unless it's you. You know what I'm saying? So once you do that, they going to put you in that lane. But I will say this. Max B has a strong following. He got fans to where although they're reading it, they're acting like they don't see it. I see this shit all the time, right? This is what I'm saying is like selective politicking. If it's going to be one way, it got to be that way. But that ain't how it works. You know what I mean? If you tied to somebody, you got a little bag, your popularity vote is there, people tend to look the other way. If you a hated motherfucker or you really can't do nothing for somebody, they gonna crucify you even if you ain't did it. That's just what it is. They try to put shit on you all the motherfucking time.
Yeah,
right? They ain't got no proof, no nothing, no nothing, right? But yet, it'd be some straight direct paperwork over here, like Fox 914 brought us out of New Rochelle, right? And on Max B, and we reading it, and people coming in the room mad at me. I say, yo, bro, this nigga from New York right here, Fox 914, right? This nigga from New York. He brought this in here. I read it. I'm reading it, and when I'm reading it, says what it says. Don't get mad at me. Yo, Wack, fuck that shit, wooty, wooty, woo. But then I look up, and they try to just pin something on you, Act, and ain't got no paperwork to support it.
Got nothing.
It's the type of shit. Them, bro, they do the same shit to me. I laugh at it. Me and you both get on the phone and laugh at it because we know what it is and what it ain't. But that's just selective politicking. Whoever get the popularity vote is going to get the favoritism. They're going to look the other way. With this one, with Puff right now, it's like he's getting the popularity vote on one side, but on the other side, I don't know, bro. And with Kamala Harris running right now, that female president,
yeah,
and this shit against a lot of women, bro, this shit can start getting ugly for bro.
Hey, by the way, chat. You know what I just realized? So the magistrate judge is your honorable Robin Tanufsky. Clearly, she's a Caucasian. Nothing wrong with Caucasian. We love white people. We love everybody. But you know, tomorrow, guess who Diddy's gonna be appearing in front of? It's a brother. I googled his name. His name is Andrew L. Carter. That's the district judge that he's gonna go in front of. Now, I'm not gonna say race makes.
Wait, he's doing this when?
Tomorrow at 3:30. So tomorrow 3:30.
And is this for another bail hearing?
Another bail hearing. The guy name is Andrew Lamar Carter. Lamar Carter.
You might be right. I'm telling you, if they let him out tomorrow, you was right. I mean, he did his due diligence. You know what I'm saying? With doing the right thing with certain people.
Yeah. Well, again, if you guys believe in that, apparently this is the brother right here. He looks
now
like
that
this.
brother's under a lot of pressure right now, Act.
Yeah. Well, hey,
he's under a lot of pressure. I'm gonna tell you why. If he let Puff out on whatever grounds, and that nigga Diddy get out, and he looks or even attempts to contact or does anything, a motherfucking accident under the influence, and something happens to somebody, that judge's whole career is over with.
I mean, you're right. Yeah, whatever judge lets him out. This is such a high profile case. Nobody wants to, and that might hurt Diddy, right? Because
hell yeah, it's a risk.
Yeah, because
even
now,
though they should, they might be scared.
Yeah, like you got to be the first. Hey, obviously, I'm relating to something that's not a criminal situation, but think about 6ix9ine. I remember I talked to every DSP. I was like, why nobody wanna
me and you both?
Why y'all want to put him on the playlist? You know what everybody told me?
They didn't want to be the one.
They say we ain't gonna be the first. They say let them niggas do it first. We'll do it second. Nobody wanted to be the first. It takes so who's gonna be the first judge to say Diddy's getting bond? That's gonna, this guy been in office. He assumed office 2011. He's a district judge, district court judge for the Southern District of New York. He's been there since 2011. That's 13 years. The guy's 55. Maybe he has other aspirations, right? Maybe Supreme Court justice at one point. Who knows? Do you think that he wants to put himself on the line to say, I'm going to give Diddy freedom in whatever mansion, in whatever new hotel he going to be in? He's still going to have the Tusi probably, because I don't think the Tusi going to stop if they let him out, right?
Man, I mean, I don't think he got caught with a mountain where they tripping like that, but we're going to see, Ruff. They let him out tomorrow, dude, rolling the dice.
Man, oh, man. Hey, where you getting on Clubhouse talking about this? Because I want to hear you and your people break this down. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm about to go to a room. We got a room right now from 2 to 5. I'm going to roll over there. They've been listening to us this whole time, streaming the room back over there. I'm going to go ahead and check it out, break it down. We got a bunch of people in there. I got a few people that study law. My man Uptown, a few other people. So we're going to go over there and break this shit down, man, and talk about it. And keep it moving. I
appreciate you coming on here. I was gonna say, well, whenever you find a suitable, schedule a time for me to come show some love over the 100 side. Jimmy?
All right, I appreciate you, bro. I think they appreciate that too. Keep doing your thing. Shout out to everybody that tunes in. We in the 100 South on the 100 side of Clubhouse. Everybody tuning out. Keep tuning in. Keep
and follow my man on the gram, man. His queen. Okay.
_THE100 SHOW. And follow the queen R&B _ANN_B. Appreciate y'all. Act. We out.
Appreciate you, brother. All right, that was a good conversation. I know it was 2 hours, but Wack is just fucking diligent. I love hearing Wack. Not only is Wack older than me, but like Wack has certain expertise and insight that a lot of times I don't think of. So I like listening to him and how his mind works with certain shit. So, I think we have, obviously we have a friendship, but like, I'm very blessed when these moments, he always extends his time to come over here. So anybody watching from Clubhouse, shout out to y'all, always love. Chat, wow, this is crazy, right? We might get Myron back on here. I do know my man Bradford Cohen, the lawyer. Matter of fact, I might hit him, ask him if he's free. Let me see. You know, he's gonna be able to really help us, right? Let me see. Let me see. Again, Diddy will remain in jail. Okay, great. All right. So I hit up Bradford Cohen. Chat again. Bond denied. I can't believe that they thought that again. If you guys don't know, I'm not a lawyer. Y'all clearly know that. But a magistrate judge is not a judge that deals with the case as it goes along. A magistrate judge usually deals with maybe an initial appearance, and then it kind of goes to and it works the same on a state level too, for the most part, where if you get indicted of something, they give you a first appearance. A magistrate judge, it's kind of like it's like a hearing judge. You just okay, your charges are read, blah blah. You could put in a plea if you want to at that time, and you could possibly go for bail. But you got to realize a magistrate judge, especially for a high profile case, you're not going to get bail on that, right? That person doesn't want to be on the hook if you go out and go have another freak off, right? At least the district court judge, this district court judge is going to be the person, and this is going to help Diddy though, right? So the district court judge, district, oh my God, district judge Andrew Lamar, what's his name again? Carter. He's going to be on this case for a while, I believe, right? He works out of the Thurgood Marshall building. But yeah, shit, maybe they'll get a different result there, right? Again, I still think you're taking a risk on this, especially when the prosecutor is coming in with situations and stances to say it is usual that detention is given. Like, you remand someone when there is these high profile sex trafficking. You don't let the person who's accused of sex trafficking out free, right? On bail. So precedence goes to keep him locked up. But of course, these are existential I'm saying that word fucked up, circumstances where Diddy's offering $50 million. Not everybody who's charged with that is offering $50 million. It's offering $50 million, 20 other things, give up passports, all my family giving up passports. We'll give you anything, okay? Except the goddamn pink cocaine and a bottle of lubricant, all right? It is what it is. So we'll see if this judge feels differently. And maybe if it doesn't work tomorrow, maybe as time goes on and, they get discovery and they could figure out who essentially, because you know what we realize about this whole hearing? This whole hearing was based on Diddy's lawyer and even the prosecutor speaking about only one victim of substance, at least, and that's Cassie. It doesn't seem like
Everyone knows every time Diddy's name comes up in something, it's always some freaky issue by the sea, man. Now, in what's new, you feel me? Now, new information's coming out. Diddy lost a lawsuit where he essentially owes 100 something $1 million. That person, I'm not gonna lie, bro, you're never seeing that money. It's sad to say. You're never ever seeing that money ever. Yeah. Is the diddler. You're never seeing that money. Got some of the best lawyers in the world. He's a billionaire. Still supposedly. You feel me? He's liquidating his assets now. Selling houses and doing all that. But bro, you're not seeing any money. Like Diddy's the only reason he won the case because Diddy just never went to court. That's it. But it's your boy Big Act News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you guys feel about everything. And I'm out.